Measuring it. Oh my God! Benoit!
The reason is Benoit!
Bro, at this point, it's either the floor, bitch, or the barricade. You're not even hitting the person. At this point, you don't give a fuck. You just throwing your shit out there. Fuck it. Pow, nigga, that's all you're doing.
1, 2, is this on?
Is this on?
Chris Benoit took some of the most insane risks and punishment of any wrestler ever.
Come on, Chris! Don't do it! Don't do it! No!
Today we're going to cover many of these moments in a special case study, not in an attempt to glorify Benoit in any way, but instead to show the lengths a wrestler can go in the ring.
I'm not gonna lie, everything that Chris Bennett did was highly intense. Nigga can run into the turnbuckle like no other. Motherfucker can jump out the ring like no other. Motherfucker can take a bump like no other. A hit, a chair shot, everything, bro. He overdid every fucking thing. This man Chris Bennett didn't even give a fuck. He'd throw his head into a brick wall for this guy this company. You can really say he worked his ass off. You know what I'm saying? It's just sad that he stooped that fucking low. It's just sad. Wasted potential.
And the resulting long-term negative effects that can come from this, specifically when it comes to head and neck injuries. This is a series of clips of the hardest hits, biggest bumps, and worst injuries Chris Benoit suffered throughout his career that we've compiled into one video. In almost every Benoit match, no matter the setting, you'll find a dangerous spot or bump that goes beyond the point of being safe.
Damn! What the fuck that is? Booker T? Booker T. Damn, you ain't have to drop your ass on this man's face. God damn, he didn't even fucking try to protect him. He said, you won't get this ass. Blue. God damn.
Even if Chris avoided injury after taking a rough bump, the risk was just not worth it. As is typically the case in wrestling, it may not be one particular bump or fall that causes the most damage. It's the accumulation of it all over the years, and in Benoit's case, decades. So imagine the effect that this had on a wrestler like Chris, someone who left it all in the ring every night, working a high-intensity style where he made everything look real with no exceptions. Just look at the way Benoit delivered a superplex in his WCW days. This was a move he wasn't even on the receiving end of, yet Chris would over-rotate and nearly fold himself like an accordion.
But Benoit's one step ahead!
Damn!
And Benoit hit the back of his head that time. Malenko up with him now. He's got him up top.
Hey, nigga, you wanna die? He wanted to die? God damn. He just throwing his fucking shit back at that point. Fuck that. He trying to hurt. He trying to die in the ring. That's his goal. Die in the ring. Damn. Bro, this man didn't give a fuck, bro. Fuck.
That's how he got those 25.
The Bret Hart sternum first turnbuckle bump was also a recurring spot in Benoit's matches. Bret has spoken about how this was always one of the hardest bumps he would take in a match. It was done in a way to give back to whoever he was wrestling. And just like the Hitman, Chris attacked the buckle with great force each time.
If you're not on offense, you're on defense.
Benoit even went one step beyond by allowing his opponent to hit him in the back of the head, after Chris had already smashed his chest into the corner.
I'll tell you what, Benoit. Is one of the most awesome competitors, like him or not. Benoit has that other gear, that magical next gear that every great superstar's gotta have. Oh man! There you go.
All right, damn Triple H. That was a receipt.
Kick right to the back of the head.
Benoit could never phone it in. Everything had to be intense, physical, and for real. At
Alright,
least on the superplex and turnbuckle spot, Benoit had full control over how he took the bump. Unlike the occasions where opponents dropped Chris on his head, these might seem like close calls where Benoit narrowly avoided serious injury, but as we've already stated, bumps and hard landings like these all add up over the course of his career.
Benoit walking in front of you, then this black cat.
Damn.
Oh, yes! With a man like the Barbarian. Oh, he could have broke both his knees.
Oh my goodness! Look at this! Good God! Look at the power!
Oh. God damn, Kane. I don't know who fault that was, but shit, man, Kane over here got that motherfucking head wrenched up like that. The body got down, flapping that, got down right there, got down and shit. Nigga got down, went up the rope, nigga, bloop. Bro, I don't know what happened. Man, let me go there. Damn, nigga already, man, hit his head and shit, man. God damn, nigga, what the fuck?
Gonna be a gorilla press.
Damn, man, who that, bro? Lesnar, who that? Who that? A-Train? Damn. damn. The ref, the ref was like, damn, Chris. Why'd you have to hit so hard? Booker T had the goddamn look like, is you okay, sucker? Like, come on, bro. Damn.
The bump that ultimately gave Chris one of the worst injuries of his career occurred at King of the Ring 2001. It happened during a move Benoit regularly performed, a back suplex from the top rope. This occurred a month after Chris previously hurt his neck during a TLC match on SmackDown. The back superplex is always going to be a tough spot to take no matter what, but the accumulation factor and constant wear and tear while going full throttle every night meant this bump was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Before Hack Reactor, I was delivering appliances and driving a truck.
I don't care. I don't care.
I knew I had to go do.
Feminine back suplex right off the top.
Chris ruptured a disc that fragmented into his spinal column, forcing him to miss a full year of action. Benoit eventually recovered, but the nature and severity of this type of injury meant it could still cause him problems in the future. This was pretty much a guarantee given his style of wrestling, which Chris refused to tone down despite the injuries. The Wrestling Observer newsletter states that it was shortly after neck injury that painkillers became an issue for Benoit. Much like his idol, the Dynamite Kid, Benoit felt he had to go a step beyond when it came to the way he performed in the ring and how he looked physically. This meant using steroids to enhance his body to look more believable against the bigger wrestlers he worked against. This applied even more so in WWE, which was historically considered the land of the giants. If Benoit was to receive a sustained push, which included reaching the main event, he knew it meant having to maintain an enhanced look. This was the same experience his best friend Eddie Guerrero had gone through. Both broke down walls showing that a smaller wrestler could become world champion, but in doing so they ultimately gave their lives to the wrestling business. Like Eddie, Chris was shown to have an enlarged heart at the time of his passing due to steroid use. Chris Benoit's sister-in-law once said, "The medical examiner told us after the autopsy that Chris was on his way to death within 10 months. His heart was huge, about 3 times normal size, and it was ready to blow up at any moment." Guerrero passed away from heart failure in 2005, a passing that drove Chris into a spell of depression. When it came to Benoit's steroid usage, the anabolics were thought to have contributed to the reduction of his mental and emotional state. As seen from the text message exchanges with his wife Nancy in the months before Chris brutally took the life of Nancy and their son Daniel. These texts highlight the marital issues Chris and Nancy were going through in the lead up to the tragedy.
And my words to Chris at that time were, "Chris, you're a very accomplished wrestler. You have the ability to go in and wrestle. Why are you doing these things?" And his response to me at the time was, "Dad, if I want a job, I have to."
Chris Benoit asked for time off last year, 4 months. He was given 4 months off. But what anybody wants to say, if he had any problems, he could have taken care of them in those times. He could have asked for help. If he chooses not to ask, there's nobody else can help him.
There's no correlation.
No one can help you but your fucking self. Ain't nobody finna goddamn make you get help. You gotta want help, my guy. He did what he did, now it's the end. Fuck it.
Between taking steroids and what happened to Chris Benoit. Human beings are flawed.
After then taking his own life, Benoit was shown to have a brain resembling that of an 85-year-old Alzheimer's patient. This makes footage of Chris receiving blows directly to the head very uneasy to watch.
That is why they call it a high.
Damn. Fuck, is that Randy Savage? Shit, bro. This man hit him right in the back of his fucking head. Fucking psychopath.
Benoit hits the ropes, ducks low.
Damn.
Boy, did he planning that time, guys.
Damn, but it was not playing back in the day.
These men know each other so well.
Oh, God. Did you hear the headbutt? He's sick. Look at these headbutts now.
Look at this.
Vicious. Oh, my God.
Both men are bleeding.
Both men are bleeding.
Oh, my God.
This could be career-ending move here.
Damn. Fuck. This nigga Chris just like getting hit in the head. Like, yeah, make sure you get the right knee right here in the face, right here in the neck. Damn. Shit.
The moonsault. Kevin's best he could. Suicide dive. Head first by Benoit.
Throughout his career, Benoit suffered countless undiagnosed concussions. It's been said by concussion experts that this would have played a role in what happened later, due to how the head trauma and brain damage contributed to the decline of Benoit's mental state. After his passing, Chris was shown to have been suffering from a severe case of chronic brain disorder known as CTE.
They went on to say that Benoit's brain was the worst they'd ever seen.
Opponents such as Kevin Thorne and MVP revealed that in his final months, Benoit had memory issues. Chris had difficulties traveling, so chose to call everything in the ring instead. Unprotected steel chair shots were surely one of the leading causes of concussions in wrestling, and unfortunately, Chris was on the receiving end of some vicious ones.
And who is that lame face first on the outside?
Man, it wasn't that bad. I could have took it back. Bro, what?
Oh my God! Tied at 3. Oh my
Bro, they just didn't give a fuck back then, bro. They really didn't give a fuck, bro. In the back, they was probably like, man, they probably planning that shit in the back like, hey, bro, hit me as hard as you can. Hit me hard, nigga. Give me CTE right now in that ring. They be like, yes, daddy. Shit crazy.
Aside from the nasty bumps and head trauma, Benoit also took some incredible aerial risks during
Man,
matches.
he look like Shawn Michaels. Damn.
His signature dive to the outside resulted in numerous wicked landings to the floor.
He could see things that would happen before they happened.
Benoit with the floor on his tights, strongly representing the horseman. How about that? Suicide dive.
What? He didn't see it because woman. Oh, no.
Did you hear that?
I would be that one wrestler that would just walk away like Samoa Joe. Like, if I see you coming, if I see you with my own eyes that you're finna dive on me, bro, I'm just walking away. Fuck it, bro. Why would I want to get hit? Come on, man.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Damn.
Looking for a tope, the headbutt. Benoit measuring it. Oh my God! Benoit.
The reason is Benoit. Through the second.
Bro, at this point, it's either the floor, bitch, or the barricade. You're not even hitting the person. At this point, you don't give a fuck. You just throwing your shit out there. Fuck it. Pow, nigga, that's all you're doing. The barricade or the floor. Nigga, you not hitting nothing. That's your only two options.
Booker T rolled out of the
You don't even care about winning the match.
Crashing and burning. Oh, Chris Benoit. I can't believe it.
The diving headbutt was one move in particular that caused Benoit the most damage. It's a maneuver that was originally used by Harley Race. Race condemned the headbutt and discouraged wrestlers from using it due to the spinal issues it caused them. Those who went on to most famously use the move, including Benoit, all suffered serious neck and head injuries during their careers. No wrestler performed the diving headbutt more than Benoit. Every night, Chris soared through the sky before crashing and burning to the mat, doing so from great heights and with
That
rapid
shit like it hurt me, bro.
Now it's Benoit's turn.
When I move, you move.
Just like that.
When I move, you move.
Just like that.
When I move, you move.
Bro, when you think about it, bro, you're just throwing yourself off the cage, bro. You're not even landing on a wrestler. Like, majority, your whole body, your whole upper body and lower body are just hitting the goddamn mat. You know how hard a wrestling mat is? I don't know. But I heard a lot about how it hurts. So imagine throwing yourself off a fucking cage, straight down to the floor, full force, and the only thing that's really hitting the guy is your head. That shit ain't doing it for me. I'm kicking out. You're not gonna get me with a headbutt to the chest, to my left pec. It's not gonna knock me out. Me strong, me big, me
Many
wrestler.
of Benoit's landings were brutal. He would come down in different ways each time, slamming his head on different parts of his opponent's body, or God forbid, a weapon.
Chris Benoit. And Benoit.
Damn.
Oh my God, Benoit. The knees. Beautiful.
Damn. Elijah Burke.
What a counter! Burke gets the knees up right into the skull.
He is going to ring his bell.
Bro, come on, bro. You seen that shit coming, bro. Come on, bro. Nigga, you ain't... Nigga, are you looking at where you're going, nigga? It was a fucking steel chair right there. The fucker, what, like, if the dude is laying down, right? And there's a steel chair either laying on his fucking face or he's holding that bitch up or whatever the case may be. And you do a diving headbutt. What? You're just gonna hit your head on the... What?
Ahead of Raven. Look at this adjournment. Look at that. That may be it. The referee saw that. What will be the new champion? The champion wisely.
But even if Chris landed without quote-unquote issue, there was no way to do this move safely.
Turnbuckle. Look at him. Taking a chance.
What's this gonna do?
Benoit at the top. High risk.
Alright, bro. I've seen the fuck enough, bro. I've seen the fuck enough. Chris, fuck, bro. Those shits were mad brutal. Fuck that shit, bro. You can have that diving headbutt shit. I'd be damned if you let me acquire that moveset. Or have me acquire that moveset. No, I'm not doing it. Why? It's not my cup of tea. I'd rather keep my brain and my mind intact. And with that, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I catch y'all on the next video.